This segment of the Alice Stewart Show is brought to you by Aero Plumbing. For all your household or business plumbing needs, call Aero Plumbing at 1-866-PLUMBER or schedule an appointment online at aeroplumbing.net.
Welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show, 7:35, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock on this awesome Monday morning. Coming up, we will speak with Leslie Rutledge, the Arkansas Attorney General-elect, on what is coming up for her in her new role as AG. Also, making the choice to join in on the immigration lawsuit filed by Texas Governor-elect Greg Abbott. We'll weigh in, get her thoughts on that. But right now, we are joined with a great friend of the show. She is newly elected to Little Rock City Board. We are joined with Kathy Webb. Kathy, great to have you here.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I'm glad you could join us, and congratulations on your landslide victory there to the city board. I want to ask you this. First off, a lot of folks are aware you just courageously made it through a very tough battle with cancer, but you made the decision during that time that you wanted to be involved in public service. So why did you want to serve on the city board?
I love public service, and though you can do it in many, many different ways, one of the things that I have felt I've been really good at and privileged to do is serve our community in elected office. And when the vacancy came open, there was no doubt in my mind that was what I wanted to do.
And you worked tirelessly campaigning and getting the message out. And what was the process like for you? Getting out there and campaigning, because you're a great retail politician. So what was that process like?
I love retail politics. And, of course, as you well know, you can't win a campaign without a lot of dedicated people.
Right.
And I am always grateful for all the people who are out there knocking on doors and standing in the rain and doing that. But to get out there and talk to people and mostly listen to people and hear what's on their mind and their hopes and their criticisms and all of that is so important. And there are very few things that I enjoy more than getting out there and listening and talking to people. And
you've served as a state representative in the past, and now working on serving on the Little Rock City Board. What do you see as the different roles and responsibilities serving on the city board?
Well, one of the great things about being on the board is that it's you run for city election as a nonpartisan candidate, and so I'm really looking forward to that. But the city board is it's the closest thing to the people that you can serve on, and so I think that one of the greatest things that we can do is to be an advocate for our city, and really we've had some tough issues. And I think I can hopefully work across all wards of the city and inspire people. But crime is the issue that is at the top of a lot of people's minds.
Right.
And so, I approached the mayor about some opportunities that I could bring some of the work that I did in the legislature and maybe use that to help the city. And he's he's agreed to that. And we're going to do some things after the first of the year that I think people will be really happy about.
And I think folks just don't realize on that level, on the city board level, crime is such a big, important part of what you do and ways to fight crime. And I know the mayor's been on the show many times, and he's got a lot of improvement projects on the books, road improvements, and, of course, the major construction there at Robinson and in terms of helping the city. Your thoughts on a lot of the projects that are underway and how that will help with tourism in the downtown area and so forth?
Well, I think those projects are really important because economic development is another issue that I want to work on. And when you've got projects like Bass Pro Shop and you've got Robinson, and then you've got small retail projects that are not happening in other places, that's what draws people into Little Rock, and that helps our economic development. So, I think we've got to work on getting the crime rate down and then really lift up all these other things so we can attract more big business and small business to Little Rock and people coming into town to take advantage of those things that they can't get elsewhere.
That's true. And so much is going on in building and growing in the downtown area. And your thoughts moving forward? I know the mayor has a lot of great things on the agenda. What are some of the main items we can look for the mayor and the board to address right out of the gate in January?
I think crime's going to be one of the things that we're going to address. And I think that moving ahead, making sure we're getting the revenue to complete all the projects that we've been talking about on time is going to be something that we're going to address. We want to complete some of the trails that have been started because those are important not only to citizens, but those are important to companies that are looking to relocate here. What kind of amenities do we have? And then one thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see a closer relationship between the city board and our school district. Another thing I'd like to see. And I think we do have to address some of the issues that we have, some of the racial issues and tensions, and I think we have to be open about that and tackle that.
Right. All of those very critical issues. And so much going on. We've got major budgets there in the city and the state and tackling all these major issues. But Kathy Webb is my guest, the soon-to-be Little Rock City member of the city board. But I think the most important question anyone listening wants an answer to, Kathy, is how are you doing? You've fought a great, courageous battle with cancer, and how is your health today?
Alice, thank you for asking that. It was a year last week that I had my last chemo treatment, and I tell you, it just changes your whole perspective on life, and at least it makes me remember on a real daily basis what a gift life is and how I don't want to squander whatever time that I do have here.
Well, knowing you, that will never happen, but all I can say is every time I see your big, thick head of hair, it just makes me happy. So continue prayers for continued good health, and best of luck on the city board. We look forward to talking soon.
Alice, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, dear. Take care. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Thank you. And we'll take a break when we come back. Attorney General-elect Leslie Rutledge joins us here in studio to talk about big plans with regard to immigration. We will talk with AG-elect Rutledge coming up on the Alice Stewart Show. This segment of the Alice Stewart Show brought to you by Arrow Plumbing. For all of your household or business plumbing needs, call Arrow Plumbing at 1-866-PLUMBER, or you can schedule an appointment online at arrowplumbing.net.